Hi, so for my last example today, I'm going to show how to draw isosceles, an easy one, the right angle isosceles triangle where the spaces are on the right side. So your assignment has the spaces on the left side, which is a bit more difficult. So I'm going to show this one, and I'm going to also make sure the user enters a number between 1 and 20. So I will create some variables. We don't know the size yet. I think that's the only variable I need. So I'm going to create a do-while loop to ask the user to enter the dimensions and to keep it between 1 and 20. So I'm going to say do-while, enter a size of your triangle between 1 and 20. And then I'll say size equals input dot, no. Size equals integer dot parse, I don't know what that was. Parse int input dot, next line. And particularly for the assignment you're doing, you should use this this line to get integers. I'll say while size is, I'm going to keep asking for a number as long as size is less than 1 or size is greater than 20. So if it's in between, it'll stop the for loop and we have the right dimension. And now I'm going to draw the triangle. So I haven't really taught nested for loops. We didn't have time. So here I'm going to show it. So I'm going to say initially, so for int I equals 0, I less than size I plus plus. So we know that we're going to want the triangle to be, let's say they entered 5. We know it, we want it to be 5 units high, and it's going to be 5 units across. But initially, the first line will only have 1 star. The second line will have 2 stars. The third line will have 3 stars, etc. So here, I'm going to have another for loop. So I have to give it a different variable. I can't use I again. So I'm going to call it j. J equals 0. And as long as j is less than or equal to I don't know if this is going to make sense. I can make more notes about this later if I have requests, so you have to let me know. So I'm going to say here system.out.print, and here I'm going to put a star. So if I run this initially, so let's say I enter 24. It's going to say no, enter, we're looking for a valid dimension, so it doesn't like it. So let's say I put in 2. Uh-oh, it looked like a horizontal line with 3. And that's because once we finish this loop, we want to go back up and start a new line. I may do an extra handout lesson on this as well. I'm going to let you watch this and think about it, and then I'll post the lesson a bit later. Here, it's just a blank line. Blank line to allow next row of triangle to be printed. So if I run this and I put in, let's say 4, I can see that the height is 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's 4 units across. So that looks really good. Yours is going to be trickier because you're going to have an if statement in here to do a combination of spaces and stars. But I want you to absorb this first. Let's say 17, and you can see it's even bigger. So try this out And when I say try it out, try typing it up yourself. And I have, if you don't have Eclipse at home, let me know, or if you don't have a computer. And also, I gave a link for an online compiler you can try. So let me know.